What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Cosmic Wonder. I'm Warren Thompson, and before the writers and actor strike started, Marvel Studios and Sony had really started to get the ball rolling with Spider-Man 4. And no, unfortunately, I'm not talking about Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man 4, although there have been rumors that that might happen at Sony. But we are talking about the next Tom Holland Spider-Man trilogy. In fact, not too long before the strikes happened, Tom Holland came out and said that he had met with Sony a few times and that what he had seen so far, what he had read, and what they had discussed as far as what the story is going to be for Spider-Man 4, 5, and 6, and the story with Spider-Man in the Kang Dynasty and Avengers Secret Wars was really good. He really liked it. Then the strikes happened and everything got put on hold. However, as it turns out, we actually know quite a bit about what is going to happen in Spider-Man 4, plus the future of Spider-Man, including when he's going to be getting that Venom symbiote suit. And luckily, some insiders have revealed some information about Spider-Man 4 and the future of Spider-Man very recently, so we have a lot of new and exciting things to discuss today for the future of Spider-Man. And we'll start with his contract. You probably know this, but for those who may not, Tom Holland has reportedly renewed his contract to play in 6 more MCU projects, 3 of which we know are going to be the new Spider-Man trilogy, 4, 5, and 6. 2 of them are also going to be the next 2 Avengers films, and there's one that we don't really know about yet. This could be a cameo in another movie, perhaps Captain America 4, since it's said to start the new Avengers team, or he could pop up in a show maybe in Daredevil. We're unsure about that, but the great news is we're getting a lot more Spider-Man. Now, as far as a release date is concerned, unfortunately, there isn't an official release date set right now. However, the Cosmic Circus reported earlier this year that they could release the movie sometime in July of 2024 or June, because right now Sony has an unconfirmed Marvel project set to release on June 7th, 2024, which could be Spider-Man 4, because this would have it appearing in the MCU between Captain America 4, Brave New World, and the Thunderbolts movie. And as I mentioned, there is one project that Spider-Man is going to appear in that we're unsure of yet, but that could be Captain America Brave New World, because again, it's said that the new Avengers are going to start to form in that movie. And who does Sam know right now? Well, he knows Spider-Man. He doesn't really know She-Hulk. He doesn't know Moon Knight. He doesn't know Echo. He doesn't know Daredevil. There's only a select amount of people that he knows in the MCU right now who are main heroes. And Spider-Man's one of them, so this could be the movie that he appears in, and that could go directly into Spider-Man 4. And remember, Sam still does know who Spider-Man is, he just doesn't know who Peter Parker is. He doesn't know that Peter Parker is Spider-Man, but everyone still knows who Spider-Man is. They just don't know his identity. So Spider-Man is still going to be with the Avengers, and from what we've heard, Spider-Man 4 is actually going to have Tom Holland in his mask most of the time. That's also coming from a report from the Cosmic Circus stating that his personal life, Peter Parker's personal life, that is going to take kind of a backseat to Spider-Man's life, the hero's life, which makes sense because, again, nobody knows who Peter Parker is. So how can he have a personal life if none of his old friends or people he cared about know who he is? However, of course, there have been reports that Miles Morales is going to be entering the MCU, and that could be in Spider-Man 4. First and foremost, Sony has already confirmed that they are indeed going to do a live-action Miles Morales. Amy Pascal confirmed this. Tom Holland has also stated that he would love for this to happen. He said, and I quote, "I would be honored to bring Miles Morales into the live-action world. How we do that, I don't know, but given the opportunity, I would jump at it." So Sony has confirmed they are doing a live-action Miles Morales, and Tom Holland said that he would love to bring Miles Morales into the MCU. And to top it all off, a report from the insider viewer Anon states that the plan/goal for Spider-Man 4 is to bring Miles Morales into the MCU. Peter would meet him while shaken post No Way Home, and they'll bond over the course of the movie. Now, it makes sense for a bunch of different reasons to bring Miles Morales into the MCU, but one specific reason is because we mostly believe that after these next 6 movies, and especially after this new Spider-Man trilogy, Tom Holland will be done playing Peter Parker/Spider-Man. In fact, he's already stated a couple of different times that if he's super old still playing Spider-Man, then he's done something wrong. And that's basically him speaking as an actor, not stating anything bad about Spider-Man, but he did say that he wants to pass the mantle on to somebody else, let a newer, younger guy come in and play him. And Miles Morales would be a really good Spider-Man replacement. It would be fresh, it would be new, plus he would have been trained and he would have already fought alongside of our Peter Parker. Tom Holland Spider-Man. The insider Film Odyssey also reported that Miles Morales will be in Spider-Man 4, and yes, he will be younger than Spider-Man. So between Sony stating they're doing a live-action Miles Morales and Tom Holland stating that he would love to do that, and a few insiders talking about it as well, it looks like the odds of Miles Morales showing up in Spider-Man 4 are relatively good. Now, as far as who the villains of Spider-Man 4 are going to be, it sounds like Marvel Studios is truly going to build up to a real Sinister Six. Not like Spider-Man No Way Home, where we got 5 villains, almost 6 villains, and almost got a Sinister Six, but we're talking about an official Sinister Six. It won't officially and fully happen in Spider-Man 4, but it looks like that's what they're going to build up to. In a report from the Cosmic Circus, which has been backed up by other insiders as well, they state that Kingpin, Mr. Negative, Kraven, and Scorpion are the villains of the film. And recently, My Time to Shine Hello has also stated that Scorpion will be in Spider-Man 4. Now, the insider Can We Get Some Toast has stated that Spider-Man 4 is going to kind of be a sequel to the Hawkeye series. And what I presume that means is it's kind of going to be a story about Kingpin. We know that in Daredevil Born Again, Kingpin is going to be running for and will become the mayor of New York City. So now you have a crime boss who's the mayor of New York City who's going to be doing some shady and bad things. Well, Spider-Man is truly going to become the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. So expect to see him fight a lot more street crime. And that of course means him running into people who work for Kingpin and then Kingpin himself, which also means there is a good possibility that Daredevil could also make a cameo in Spider-Man 4, considering how Daredevil Born Again is going to focus on Kingpin being the villain. And since Kevin Feige has already mentioned that we are going to have a street-level Avengers team, we're assuming that since these two heroes are fighting street-level crime, they'll eventually interact with each other, which of course is what everybody wants to see. Now in Spider-Man 4, we're not going to get the full Sinister Six, but it does seem like Marvel Studios is going to build up to that, possibly for Spider-Man 5 or Spider-Man 6. There's speculation that Spider-Man 5 could introduce Norman Osborn, and we could get him as the Green Goblin, especially since Spider-Man ran into him in Spider-Man No Way Home, but of course, he wasn't from our universe. But that could ultimately lead up to a Spider-Man 6, giving us a full Sinister Six with Kingpin, the Green Goblin, Mr. Negative, Kraven, and Scorpion, plus maybe Venom. We know that Spider-Man 5 and Spider-Man 6 are going to come after Avengers Secret Wars. According to the Cosmic Circus, Spider-Man 4 will come before Avengers Kang Dynasty. But the rest, Spider-Man 5 and 6, will come after Secret Wars because Marvel Studios basically does not have a slot to throw it in before Secret Wars. It's possible, but if they do, I'd be surprised. Especially if you consider the reports that we've heard that state Spider-Man is actually going to be getting the Venom symbiote in true comic origin fashion. Spider-Man originally got his black symbiote suit in the Secret Wars story. And thanks to the post-credit scene for Spider-Man No Way Home that showed Tom Hardy's Eddie Brock / Venom going back to his universe, they kind of slapped us in the face there, making us think that Tom Hardy's Eddie Brock was going to go face to face with Tom Holland's Spider-Man. But anyways, when he went back, he did leave a piece of the symbiote behind, showing us that the Venom symbiote now does exist in the MCU and is most likely going to find Spider-Man eventually, since this was indeed the Spider-Man No Way Home post-credit scene. But apparently he's not going to be getting this symbiote in Spider-Man 4. They're going to wait to do it in Secret Wars. So Spider-Man 5 could be about Venom, and ultimately that could go into Spider-Man 6, leading Venom to be a member of the Sinister Six. And Spider-Man might have some help taking on the Sinister Six. By Spider-Man 6, we might have Miles Morales with Spider-Man and Daredevil as well. And that could lead to a really interesting fight, but at the same time, if it's his last movie, we'd almost like to see Spider-Man himself take on the Sinister Six alone. But let us know what you think about all of this in the comments down below. The future of Spider-Man is great right now, but is there something that you specifically want to see Spider-Man do in the MCU before Tom Holland is done as Spider-Man? Let us know your thoughts down below in the comments. Also, don't forget to like the video and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the latest news. And if you subscribe and leave a comment, you're automatically entered in our giveaway for a chance to win an Xbox Series X, a PS5, some Marvel Legends items, or some DC items. The winner gets to pick one item, and we pick one winner at the end of each month. You can also find us on Instagram and Twitter, and as always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.